plagues, pandemics. You'll recall a week or two ago, I went into a kind of long rant about how nobody knows exactly what's going to happen, but the different directions this virus might take in the course of mutation, how it might mutate. And what we appear to have seen over the years with other viruses, and I learned a lot of this back a decade or more ago reading Laura Garrett's book, The Coming Plague, in which she basically predicted what's going on right now. And one of the things that I pointed out is that, the next virus, the next mutation of the coronavirus, of this particular COVID coronavirus, the next mutation may well be able to get around vaccines. It may be more deadly. It also might be less deadly. That may well be what we have seen with the common cold, for example, which at one point in time might have been much more dangerous. But the less deadly version outcompeted the more deadly version. But, it's not, and people say, well, viruses don't like to be deadly because they then kill their hosts. Yeah, but, a 1% death rate, which is what we've got right now, or 2%, it's 3% in some parts of the world, but still, a single digit death rate with a virus is not enough to slow the virus down from spreading and mutating. When you get like Ebola, which has a 60 or 70% death rate, then you've got a death rate that's enough to actually slow the spread of the virus. Or make it harder for the virus to spread and replicate and mutate. But that's very much not the case with this. So we don't know yet. And there's at least one physician in South Africa who is saying it looks like this virus might be milder. There are others, however, who are saying we really don't know, because South Africa and also because and also that this physician in South Africa saying we don't know if it's going to how it's going to deal with the vaccines, and the reasons are twofold. Number one, he's saying it looks like it's not quite so severe, but South Africa is one of those countries that has a very large young population and a relatively small old population. And the old population that they do have was just largely decimated by the original COVID. And young people are getting seriously ill from Omicron. But, we just don't know in the general population. And we will find out in the next couple of weeks. But this is the shocking thing. This was in the Financial Times. Stéphane Bancel is the CEO of Moderna. And what he said to the Financial Times was, all the scientists I've talked to are like, this is not going to be good, speaking of Omicron. He told the Financial Times there would be a, quote, material drop, end quote, in the effectiveness of current vaccines against Omicron. That's the bad news. Now, the good news is that the vaccine manufacturers are all saying, give us 2 months and we're all set. So the next lockdown, if there is one, and if there is, whether it is by dictate, government fiat, which I'm thinking is increasingly unlikely given, how militant the Trump holes have become, or whether it's simply de facto. It's just, rational people say, okay, that's it. I'm not leaving the house for a couple months. The next one's only going to last a couple months, in all probability, until there's a new vaccine available, if that's what's needed. Are you ready? I'm getting there. I mean, we've learned so many good lessons from the past. I think that, no matter how this plays out, worse, easily evades the vaccine, doesn't, kills people, or less likely to kill people. However it plays out, I feel personally, just speaking for myself, I'm not representing any kind of scientific point of view here, but I feel like we have enough experience with this thing that we can take a deep breath and say, okay, if I don't have, if I'm not going to go to a restaurant for the next couple of months, I can live with that. How about you?